Wow, Maddie, guess what?
What?
This is the 100th episode of the Owl Nest News Network. Are you excited?
Wow.
I'm excited. I'm honored. I just can't believe it.
It has been a great time celebrating National FFA Week. I'm Maddie, Elgin FFA Chapter Parliamentarian.
And I'm Vivian, Elgin FFA Chapter Reporter.
Vivian, why don't you tell everyone how FFA has impacted you?
Wow, Maddie, I can't even begin to explain how the FFA has impacted my life. Not only have I been able to travel the state and the country on FFA activities, but also during my experience at the National FFA Chorus, I was invited to be part of an international chorus, where I got to travel through Europe as well. Maddie, how has FFA impacted you?
I've made lifelong friendships that will last forever, and I've learned responsibility and hard work through my livestock programs. Now to a past Elgin graduate on how FFA has impacted him.
I was born and raised in Elgin, so I had my whole school career was here in Elgin, so I was 4 years in Elgin High School. I was very involved in agriculture growing up. I grew up on a dairy farm here in Elgin, Oklahoma, and so I was also very involved in a lot of other activities in school, including sports. Played lots of sports, all the sports that we offered here, baseball, basketball, and football, and was a student officer counselor, or officer I should say, and officer of the FFA, and also a student, I would say, I guess a student officer for our class. Just tried to be as involved and well-rounded as I could be here. I enjoyed it very much. Whenever we were here in school, it was still pretty small, relatively speaking. A lot of the kids that I graduated with, I actually grew up with. We were a really small community and tight-knit, and really just an enjoyable time all the way around. After high school, I spent 1 year at NEO. I played football at a junior college, and then after that I transferred to Oklahoma State University and went to school for a year and a half maybe. And after that I left and we went to Austin, Texas, and that's where my wife and I were living when I actually went to auctioneer school. And so that was pretty much the last form, I guess, of education or continuing education that you might say that I had, was that trade school that kind of put me into the career that I'm in now. FFA was probably the glue or the bond that kept me tied to agriculture as I went through school, went through high school. We sold our dairy out in '95, about the time I got into high school, but I stayed in agriculture through FFA. Like I said, I was involved in sports and student council, and I tried to separate myself from the ag life a little bit, so to speak. But being involved in the FFA allowed me to continue that education and that relationship with agriculture and that community. Being an officer in the FFA, what they did for me as far as in high school, being in basic Ag 1 class and then continuing on through high school, taking the ag mechanics class as I got older, they teach you how to weld, do some basic things that kind of make you pretty handy as you go on. And probably was the biggest thing that I had going into college was the ability to weld. When I was in Stillwater at Oklahoma State University, I had a job welding for Vassar Manufacturing in Perkins, Oklahoma, just south of Stillwater, and without that FFA education in high school, probably wouldn't have been able to do that. So, in college I was able to make, $12 and $14 an hour welding versus other kids that, could probably only make minimum wage, $7 or $8 doing, limited ability things that they could do. So that really helped me propel me into my college career. Now I'm currently the lead auctioneer at the Oklahoma National Stockyards. I work there Monday and Tuesday. That's the only job I report to, I guess per se, 2 days a week. And I also own Blue Farms Meat Market in Elgin. We have a small meat company here that we try to provide some products that are provided from local farms and our own farm as well. Again, just through the FFA, really probably the love for the agriculture community that seed was planted early. You get into the ag program, they teach you so many things that you're able to do, and don't get me wrong, the FFA offers so much more than just ag. Stand here and wear a cowboy hat is just what I do, but there's also a lot of other opportunities that they offer you, through public speaking or even if it's ag science. We're in a world now that the population's growing and our our land is shrinking as the population grows and starts to, domesticate these areas that used for crops and livestock production in the past. So I would say that, being able to do what I do love what I do for a living is really a blessing. And I got a lot of that love from the FFA. Like I said, the growth of our population and the urbanization of our rural communities is going to become increasingly important over the years to come. I think there's a lot of opportunity for someone to seek something job-wise or career-wise in the ag industry, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you're out there farming and raising livestock. It just means that you could be in the ag science part of it, or there's just so many different avenues that you can take that the FFA can lead you through, whether it's public speaking or even get into the legislative side of things, whether it's on a state level or a city level or even a national level. There's so many things that you could do in the agriculture industry that the FFA could definitely point you in the right direction to.
Thanks to all of the past Elgin FFA graduates who shared a bit of their lives now and how FFA has impacted them. We appreciate your continued support of Elgin.
The art classes are in need of old newspapers. If you or your family could save your old newspapers to donate to the art department for an upcoming art project, that would be awesome. You can take them to Mrs. Crittenden in room 29.
Do you and your family need somewhere to eat this weekend? Come enjoy a yummy meal at Applebee's this Sunday, and 10% off your meal could benefit the Elgin High School Student Council. You need only to present a flyer to your server to earn 10% for Stuco. See Maddie Richard to get a flyer.
There will be a high school softball meeting for any student interested in playing high school softball next fall in room 15, Mrs. Janda's room, at 8 a.m. on Tuesday, February 25th. All interested in playing must attend this meeting. If you happen to miss, please see Coach Thomas ASAP.
Senior ads for the yearbook are due by Friday, February 28th. This will be the final day to submit your senior ad.
Good luck to all basketball players and wrestlers as they enter playoffs this weekend. Also, a huge good luck to our soccer teams as they play in preseason tournament tomorrow in Lawton. We would also like to wish our band the best of luck as some of them try out this weekend for the district solo and ensemble contest.
Please join me in the salute to our flag. Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If you would please join me in a moment of silence.
To all of our FFA peers and supporters, it's been another great year of FFA Week. Thanks for being a part of it.
See you all at MFE this weekend here at Elgin, and I will leave you with this. I believe that American agriculture can and will hold true to the best traditions of our national life, and that I can exert an influence in my home and community, which will stand solid for my part in that inspiring task.